Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to request you all to join the joint press appearance. Thank you all. Long live Bangladesh Timor-Leste friendship.
For me, it has been a great pleasure, privilege to be back in Bangladesh, my third visit. I was here in the previous occasion, one private citizen after I had left office as president. Second, in 2014, in my capacity at the time as a chair of the high-level panel on UN peace operations. Today, to visit a new Bangladesh that is going through a remarkable transition and transformation, led by one of the most recognizable face in the world, recognizable name, led by one of the most respected, esteemed leader in the world. The other day, a few weeks ago, when I was reading again about my friend and mentor, Muhammad Yunus, I noticed he has more than 100 honorary degrees, doctors, honoris causa. And I say, what? I have a 20 or 20 plus. I don't know of anyone in the world who has more than 100 honorary doctorate degrees. And it is the only leader in the world with such a name recognition, such a respectability in active office. The only person with such respect in the world that can come to my mind is Mandela and John Kennedy, names that are easily recognizable. Mahatma Gandhi, Fidel Castro, Che Guevara, or some great academics, intellectuals in the world. So Bangladesh are very fortunate, very lucky to have such an unassuming, humble person leading this. And he probably doesn't like the word leading, but maybe working with you, with the young people, young generation, with the students, to transform the country. We have a similar history of past suffering, tragic events in the past that happened to us, like in many other countries. And nature has not been very generous to the Bangladeshis. In some ways, maybe it has been generous, but other ways not very generous. But that molded the Bangladeshi people to be resilient, to be creative, hardworking, and successful. Sometimes history naturally imposed on us some lessons that we know to survive. To thrive, you have to be study, work hard, and that's how we observe Bangladeshis in my country and around the world. So this country has tremendous future under my friend, mentor, because every time I email Professor Yunus, I always say, dear brother, dear friend, dear mentor. And maybe I'm not too young to be mentored by him. He probably say, we are almost same age, why is calling me mentor? Thank you for hosting me here. I'm very, very honored, and we have just witnessed the signing of some agreements, some MOUs, but we will do more in the months and years to come to expand economic trade relations. And I think we can import more, Timor-Leste import more from Bangladesh. And we invite Bangladeshi companies to come and look for Timor-Leste, because by next year we will join ASEAN and will be part of a region of 700 million people with a joint GDP of over 4 trillion. And we also, next year, we might be experiencing high economic growth with the potential agreement and development of a major gas field called Greater Sunrise. Hopefully an agreement will be signed in the next few weeks, and that finally see this project taking place. It has been stuck for 20 years, but finally all sides seem to converge on an agreement. I'm not involved in the negotiations, in the arrangements, but I hear from the media in the region that an agreement is possible very soon. And this will enable the government to invest more in infrastructure, in education, in health, in environment protection, and so on. So in that regard, we would hope to have my mentor, friend, Professor Yunus, and Bangladesh as a partner with Timor-Leste. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. The whole nation today is celebrating your presence here because you chose the date which is very dear to our heart, 16th of December, our Victory Day. You're not only visiting us as the first head of the state since we took over the responsibility of the government, you also chose a date which is so unique in our history to show your support to us, Bangladesh, and also look forward to build a future together. So I thank you on behalf of all the people of Bangladesh for joining us on this day of victory. I tried to explain to you how the circumstances led to the collapse of the previous government, that the leader of the previous government had to flee from the country. And there was a vacuum in the country. And finally it was resolved by creating a new government headed by me. So we have to honor the expectations of the sacrifices made by the young generation and their supporters from the people by giving their lives and getting wounded in thousands. The aim is to create, as you mentioned, new Bangladesh, departing from the terrible things that we have done to ourselves in the past. So that's our mission that we want to continue with.